my colleagues actually published a study looking at birth data and maternal occupation. And they did find that maternal occupation, a nail technician during pregnancy was linked to potentially higher rates of certain birth defects, as well as placenta previa, I believe.
So, Paro, this has been amazing. Tell us, what are the things that are known to help fight exposure to these chemicals?
That's a great question. And I think the biggest thing that we can do to help reduce these exposures is implementing what we call in industrial hygiene controls for these exposures. So that can be something as simple as wearing PPE. So when a nail technician wears gloves instead of just using their bare hands to perform a service, that protects them from dermal exposures. And then ventilation is also a really big thing that can help in reducing airborne exposures. So, of course, if a salon has the ability to implement something such as local exhaust ventilation, that's great and that's the gold standard. But even something like just turning on a fan or opening a door or window can really help with airflow in the salon.
So, what about mask pyro? I know when I go in a nail salon to get my nails done, they are actually using the surgical mask. But we all know we should be using an N95 mask when we think of particles and vapors in the air. What is your take on mask using?
So yes, masks do help. However, I think what we see a lot of nail technicians wear are those surgical masks. And I will say that is not ideal for these exposures that we've talked about, like vapors and particles. So surgical masks, I'm sure, are great for droplets and pathogen protection. But for something like a particulate, it's a little bit different in the way that it can permeate a mask. So for particulates, NIOSH actually recommends using an N95 mask. And then for vapors, I know this is a hard sell because the masks look a little crazy and the whole thing. But for vapors, really the best thing are those half face masks that like cover here and then have those cartridges. And that's really the best way to protect against vapors. And I realize that's not something you necessarily want to be wearing as a nail tech and then have your customers asking a billion questions about why you have a whole contraption on your face.